Hello, everyone. My name is Lincoln Lee, and here's my project, Lean Sandwich Shop Changeover. Let's see some background. Lean Sandwich Shop is having quality and productivity issues, and about 10% of their sandwiches receive complaints requiring a new sandwich. They fall behind their orders throughout the day, and their operational costs are high due to the scrapping or discarding large amounts of expired food. From this background, we can define the problem. Lean Sandwich Shop has scrapped 10% or about 22,000 of sandwiches over the past year, costing about $127 in actual labor and materials. So goal statement will be reduce the scrap rate from 10% to 3% in the next 2 months, resulting in about $84,000 in annualized cost savings. So let's take a look at the existing process value stream map. So we have weekly orders here and employee purchase in person, and every 3 days for the meat and cheese, daily for the fish, bread, and produce, and every 5 days for the supplies. And we have some inventory here, and we want to record deliver orders. Customer about 600 sandwiches a day. Customer will place the order in person, and we have 3 employees working here. And basically, they are all 12 employees, 10-hour shifts, and those are different tests, like 7 tests in total. We can see we have some. By using the downtime analysis, we can see some waste. For example, 5 days, that is waiting time. And 10-hour shifts, that is very long for employees that will change their motion to work in the shop, in the sandwich shop. And the overproduction, because the cycle time, this one is only 15 seconds, but the next one is 90 seconds. And the inventory, also some potential defects on the machines and not using human potential and waiting time. So let's take a look at process number 5, place sandwich in toasters. We have people will need to place a sandwich in toaster and set it up and unload the toaster. However, toasting sandwich, that will be the machine time. That is 145 seconds to toast the sandwich. We can identify there is a huge amount of waste here. So apparently we want to make some changes. And we also look at the, let's also look at the existing work balance table. Here, the process time 600 seconds, tech time 60 seconds, 10 employees. And we can see from this table here, test number 2 and number 3. Wow, that is a huge gap. That means we have a lot of waste here. So here are some goals. We want to do the process improvement. First of all, I want to do the automatically place supply orders using Kanban analysis. I also want to combine tests to remove inventory and waste to reduce the lead time. And I also want to improve employees' efficiency and happiness by reducing employees' non-value added work time and reduce their working hours. So based on this goal, I designed the new work cell. So let's take a look at this. First of all, I want to have 2 employees working on test number 1, record and deliver order. And I want to combine test number 2 and number 3. But I also want to have 2 employees working. And next step, I want to have 2 employees to add vegetables and toppings, and 2 employees to work on toasting sandwich. But I want to use all 4 toasters in this process. And the next 2 tests, I want to combine those 2 and have just 1 employee working on that. And in total, we will need 9 employees to work on the whole process. So, but however, I don't want to just get rid of the rest 3 employees. I want to keep all the employees, but I want to change the work shift from 10 hours to 7.5 hours. And overall process will need 9 employees. The new takt time will be 45 seconds using the working time 7.5 times 60 times 60 divided by demand of 600 sandwiches per day. That will give us 45 seconds for takt time. And I also want to make a great change at test number 5, toasting the sandwich. I want to have 2 employees working on the whole process. However, each employee will be in charge of 2 machines. That means you need to place toaster set up, and for the first one, and when the machine started working, I want them immediately start working on the second sandwich. Do the same thing. That will reduce the waste and also reduce the process time. So here's a new work balance table. So new process time will be from 600 seconds to 523.5 seconds. And takt time will be 45 seconds. And we still need 12 employees. But look at this figure. We just narrowed the gap by a lot. So that means we reduce some waste. And based on my design, and I created a new process value stream map. And we can see some difference here. I want to have automatic order placement and automatic delivery, not 5 days. So we'll have only the non-value added time for this one, for inventory, for the suppliers will be decreased from 5 days to 3 days. And reduce the working shifts from 10 hours to 7.5 hours to make the employees happy. And combine those 2 steps, combine the last 2 steps, that resulting in the change of the value added time here. And I made some great change for this step, these sandwiches and toasters. That will reduce the inventory and decrease the whole cycle time. And we have some changes here, significant changes. Let's do a quick comparison, the achievements. So lead time, pre-improvements, the lead time was 5.03 days. And post-improvements, right now we have 3.02 days. And the value added time, we decreased that from 600 seconds to 523.5 seconds. And the efficiency, we increased that from 0.003 to 0.0048. But almost doubled. And the working shifts, we decreased that from 10 hours to 7.5 hours. And TPH, throughput per hour, we increased that from 5 to 6.7. And that resulted in the annualized savings of $166,000. That's huge. That's a lot. So we made some great process. However, we can still also make some other changes to improve the whole process. So in the future, maybe what we can do is to apply automatic supply purchase to all those products, not only for the supplies, but all for the raw materials to make the sandwich. And maybe we can apply automation for customer order placement. Maybe we can do a cell phone app, have the customer place orders online, or maybe just add kiosk machines. In that way, we can just get rid of the first step. And we also can just create an employee shift schedule based on the peak hours, because right now, 22% of the whole sandwiches are being sold at noon, at 5 p.m. hour. So we can just have all employees working at that hour, but depends on the peak or the non-peak hours. We can just reduce the employee a month, but in total, each employee will only work 7.5 hours a day. And what we can also do is to have some of the employees working multitask. For example, we still have huge waste during the toasting process, and we can have the employees multitask for that process. And I think that's all my design. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or just give me a quick phone call. And thank you very much.